All right. Beloved poets, welcome to Chaos Magic. As usual, I'll give a few ground rules here. We'll be experiencing 3 to 5 minute sets. We ask but not require that you bring one original and one cover piece. You could do two original pieces, you could do two cover pieces. We'll appreciate whatever chaos or magic you bring here tonight. Of course, no racism, no sexism, no bullshit, no hate speech, please. Keep it all about the love. Love is the law. Love under will. Treat the space as a sanctuary for the artist that it is, and treat everyone here as sacred as this space. And with that said, everybody, let's start some good trouble. I'll be posting in the group chats the list as we go along through the night. But just to give everyone a heads up, right now we're looking at On Deck. Kicking things off on deck, we'll be having John Michael, but leading off tonight's action, please give it up for Whisper Poets. Unmute and take it away when you are ready.
Good evening, everybody. It is the eve before Christmas Eve, and I feel the need for some Edgar Allan Poe. From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source, I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me, flying by, from the thunder, the storm, and the cloud that took the form when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. I grew on you as a rose blossoms, then died, became mycelium, dank and fungal. That which dies must have once been alive, and before we rotted, we bloomed, beautiful for a moment, and sweetly scented, then become corpse flower. And all I could do was look back and let you feel how I lamented our passing. I was safe with you, and in safety, completed the way Eve was complete as Adam's rib. You were my heartbeat in the rhythm of sign, became misaligned. I was once your humors of blood, where our kiss was a dark forest of ripe fruit and brandied lust. We had all the elements of sweet except the seed. And then I forgot to breathe. I forgot I had feet, but I remembered need. My butterfly fangs of candied sugar consumed you like a goddess until I was drunk on your feed of energy. And returning from that twilight haze, you released me. I am not a woman to be spurned. I set fire to you and stood watching as you burned. Tears of joy in my eyes. I was resplendent in jewel tones, while you reclined in charred and feathered hues. Was it abuse or love beyond passion and devoid of reason? We danced for a season, the toast of the ball. But our cup once drained was emptied once and for all. Now you're a page in my karma. Give me 6 months and I'll autograph a copy for you. I may have been the death of you, but killing you became my dharma. So if you know nothing else, about me, remember that I carnivore and I've got meat in my teeth. So keep your toothpick. I'm not going to pick them clean. I'm going to lick my lips and savor your remains. I made a mess of you. And in consuming you, I made a mess of me. Oh, sweet cyanide, you slide luxuriously through my mind like the dark red of the lava lamp glides by. Erotic amoeba that will absorb you with nothing left behind. I remember you lying naked on the table of my love. You looked so beautiful in my antique etched crystal while I sipped the wine of your blood. Such a hunger in me you incited. It hollows my stomach against my spine. I am voracious. And you may wish it otherwise, but you can't resist my will. I will crack your bones and suck the marrow of your mind into mine while I grind, lick my fingers free of your grease, and eye you up and down over the possibility of another taste. Oh, yes, please. Render you in my blender, slather you on my starving skin. Absorb the sweet sweat of your integument, drape myself in your desire. It pours over me like angel dust and whiskey. I will wear you in luxury while I pickline you into the heart of me. I am the sweet succubus you had no idea you would find when you strutted into my DMs, a refugee from the mundane. I imagine you regret ever sharing your name, but you gave me everything I took. And I have no qualms over my ethics of the past, except that I liquidated you, then seduced you into my genie bottle of kaleidoscopic glass, my own personal mixture of Goldschlager and Astroglide. And now it's your doppelganger instead of you that buzzes, yes, goddess, when your name screams from between my thighs. Your sex filled me with the hubris of desire, and I know I did wrong to burn you to your bones with my unquenchable fire. Emotional cannibalism is consumption of flesh because it was your heart I devoured. And if it's wrong, I don't care that I still revel in your taste. I know I will be judged for this, and knowing it, I would do it all over again. But this is the truth of my own heart. It wasn't murder because I loved you until death do us part.
Wow. Damn. Well, that's one way to start off the show. Thank you for that. Everybody, please unmute. Show your love for Whisper Poet at this time.
Fuck yeah, Whisper.
Oh,
Whisper.
Yeah, Whisper. Go in, poet.
Feliz Navidad. Thank you guys.
oh wow. 'Tis the season. Definitely. Thank you for that. um, damn. Damn. All right. We're off to a kick ass start. With that said, on deck, we got Thomas Open Minds, but batting second tonight, please give it up for John Michael. Unmute and take it away when you are ready.
Thank you, everybody. This piece I wrote the other day. It's called "Just One Decision Away." What if the universe imploded into a multiverse and we lived in all of it, where every outcome of each decision was different? If you look close enough, you are everyone and everything that's infinite. To recognize the wonder in eyes, even through a disguise, you can't deny such a connection. A recollection of the past thought that you forgot, but you already lived it in another dimension. This suspension in time where the crime you committed, you were also the victim. The distraction to a reaction, a circumstance of the happenstance, relaxing while you're complexing this situational thought. Your soul can't be sold or bought, for you are energy. a synergy of atoms crossed with stardust. And you can trust this feeling that you're dealing with because you control it. And if you see a wave, it started with the ripple you created. The seed sedated because you didn't sow it. In debt to a false reality where money isn't the currency, but a space where love runs fluently. Concaving, saving, relaying this path before I go. Letting go of this ego to balance the soul. To find the gold before the green that came from the same seed without greed. Only green and blue in the ocean soothes this breath that keeps the maze going. Towing these thoughts along for this ride in this mind to remind me that heaven and hell is a state of mind, a self-created cell to dwell or to float upon a breeze of everlasting peace. It's just one decision away. John Michael. And then for a second piece, I'm going to read a piece by Charles Bukowski. It's titled The Writer. When I think of the things I endured trying to be a writer, all those rooms and all those cities, nibbling on tiny bits of food that would keep a rat alive. I was so thin I could slice bread with my shoulder blades, only I seldom had bread. Meanwhile, writing things down again and again on pieces of paper. And so when I moved from one place to another, my cardboard suitcase with just the paper outside stuffed with paper inside. Each new landlady would ask, "What do you do?" "I'm a writer." "Oh." As I settled into tiny rooms to evoke my craft, many of them pitied me, gave me little tidbits like apples, walnuts, peaches. Little did they know that that was all about all that I ate. But their pity ended when they found cheap wine bottles in my place. It's all right to be a starving writer, but not a starving writer who drinks. Drunks are never forgiven anything. But when the world is closing in very fast, a bottle of wine seems a very reasonable friend. Ah, all those landladies, most of them heavy, slow, their husbands long dead. I can still see those dears climbing up and down the stairways of the world. They ruled my very existence. Without them allowing me an extra week on the rent, now and then I was out on the street. And I couldn't write on the street. It was very important to have a room, a door, those walls. Oh, those dark mornings in those beds, listening to their footsteps, listening to them cough, hearing the flushing of their toilets, smelling the cooking of their food, while waiting for some word on my submissions to New York City and the world. My submissions to those educated, intelligent, snobbish, inbred, formal, comfortable people out there. They truly took their time to say no. Yes, in those dark beds with those landladies rustling about, puttering and snooping, sharpening utensils. I often thought of those editors and publishers out there who didn't recognize what I was trying to say in my special way. I thought they may be wrong. Then this would be followed with a thought much worse than that. I could be a fool. Almost every writer thinks they're doing exceptional work, and that's normal. Being a fool is normal. And then I'd get out of bed, find a piece of paper, and I'd start writing again. Charles Bukowski.
You for the show, everybody. Oh my goodness. Everybody, please unmute and give it up for John Michael at this time.
Yeah,
Thank
John
yeah,
Michael,
Michael.
yeah.
Yeah.
Great read.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow.
Dude has a nice reading voice. Very grounding voice. Whether it be your own work or covering someone else's work, it's a pleasance. And I just wanted to share that with you. Um, one more time, give it up for John Michael.
Yeah, John.
All
John
right.
Michael. Yeah.
We're going to keep this shindig rolling. On deck, we got Douglas about stepping to the plate now, batting in the third spot. Please get up for Thomas Open Minds. Unmute and take it away when you are ready.
Yo, I don't think I'm ready for this. I was challenged by Whisper Poets to read Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. I've never read this before, so here it goes. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden, she lived with no other thought than to be loved and loved by me. I was a child, and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with the love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kingsmen came and bore her away from me to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all the men know in this kingdom by the sea, that when the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above nor the demons down under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing the dreams, without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. Probably butchered that, but yeah, there's my rendition of Poe for the first time. Now I'll leave you guys on this one. I felt it was fitting. Uh, called The Locked Door. You are walking down a dark street lost. This must be a bad dream are your first thoughts. The bright golden full orb of the moon broke into your eyes. You try to find some shelter to hide from your mind, walking slowly towards a seemingly abandoned mansion while forcing holy hordes to fragment your assortment of saddened imagination. Faced with the locked door, you knock and wait. Begin to contemplate this decision you've made. The hair on the back of your neck tries to fly away. Unsure of the time and space you are currently residing in, you feel a strong pull to force this locked door open, hoping that what lies in wait is a better place than what you currently face. Urgency races, thrusting you to take action. You begin to hear an unlatching, a bit of laughing, As your bitter thoughts turn to see what's happening, the door unlocks and your spirit is grabbed and passes in. Your mind begins unraveling a madness you are lost in. You feel a deep relief as you are tossed into your coffin. Peace.
Let's go. Thomas, I'm so
Every,
Yeah.
everybody unmute and give it up for Thomas Open Minds at this
Oh,
time.
yeah, Tommy.
Thomas.
what I
And
love
good
about you.
call,
No fucking
Whisper, on
fear.
getting him
Go
to
for it.
read that.
Great job with Pug. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, that was really good. It was good.
Yeah, you have the cadence for Poe, definitely. So that was pretty cool to be able to hear that particular piece from your mouth. And always appreciate your original work on this space. And again, hope all is well over there. I love the how that cat was like bombing into the thing every once in a while.
I know.
It
I
was
was
funny.
trying to read it, right? I'm like sitting here reading. This cat's like walking, in front. I'm like trying to pull the phone up. Like, all right. Yeah, that's Ash, the smoke shop cat here, and she's our guard kitten to protect all the goods, right? So yeah, Ash made it a special. So thanks to Ash too. Big shout out to Ash. Oh, she come running out. Yo, I called her
Yeah.
name 3 times and she appeared. Yeah.
It's like Candyman, but she just comes and just interrupts things. She glaring at me. Oh man, cool. I now got a cat cursing me. Cool. Well, thank you for that, Thomas, and big shout out to Ash the cat. Please don't curse me. We're gonna keep this shindig rolling.
If
Oof.
Ash has a card that says she can use medical marijuana, does that mean she has a hashtag?
Or an Ash.
Come on now, get out of here, Whisper. Get out. Get out of here?
That was a good
Hey,
one.
I'm here all week, okay? Don't forget to tip your waitress.
Well said. With that said, on deck, we got Baba and Goma. But stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for Douglas. Whenever you are ready, unmute and take it away.
Right. I got 2 originals. This one is they're both untitled. They're both written in the last couple of days. I didn't get a chance to title them. Here it goes. I tear off my breastplate and cast it into the fire, embers crackling as it twists, morphing into a new creature. If I were forged from the collision of atoms, I will return to corporeal refuge. Let me light the dynamite to course correct the locomotive that's screeching off track. As passengers panic, I remain resolved. Drones observe the callousness behind humanity's veil. Were they sent from an alien race to monitor and probe, or by the government to collect additional data? Missourians shoot them out of the sky with their rifles, smiling at each crack shot, as their wives and daughters observe in horror. I release everything that impeded me before. By God's grace, I am still breathing, despite my frequent failings. Poor judgment and indiscretion led me here. Charred remains of a former me are now the stuff of legend. Soot on the ground beneath regimented boots that guard working class secrets. My arm distends as I attempt to make earnest amends with those I've hurt. No one is immune to genuine suffering. It takes different forms, but slaying the cabal of beasts has become my frequent pastime. As American as baseball and beer, as truthful as a healing soothsayer to the injured, I emerge from an aromatherapeutic bath and begin to crunch numbers doing the math. Allow me to spread the equity around before ever making a sound. That's the first one. And it's another untitled one written yesterday. I spy with my eye an infertile nest. Civilization peaked, damned by civil unrest. Malnutrition causes pronouns to be misspoken, age-old cliches and jump scares adapted from horror movies prove foreboding. We can't give in to the self-loathing, the hate that wafts like curdled milk and attacks the stratosphere above violently. Temper tantrum shouting matches cause minds stricken by disease to face unease. If there's a scrap heap where misfits occupy on an island that no longer hugs the shore, let's settle the score with an emphatic roar. Gag reflex gets activated by sour aftertaste, scourge of darkness causing nearsightedness to turn to total blindness. We need to rely on all senses to avert the pitfalls of empty platitude. Sermons as slippery as semen that surpasses the sepulchred remains of the downtrodden. Aperture and wide angle aspect ratios from high frame rate cameras depict the damage. Welcome to our lesson in documentary filmmaking, where the subject is more than just their interview. We must pad the context, make it immersive and subversive, augmenting everyone's stark reality, amplified using able instruments. Is your fist, arm dangling in the air, getting tired, cramping up from having to raise it amid the dissension? If superheroes bleed, what hope lies for the routine mortal? Chortle, cackle if you must, as your virtues go unfulfilled. Distilled by blanketed corruption that strangles you out of your waking life. This is no fever dream, but an inconsolable nightmare. Tear ducts dry up from the wellspring of heaving. If this is healing, one soul can be repossessed back into its body, finding home within the sweet solace. Emotions are the great identifiers of the human spirit. Let us use them to nullify tired tropes. The haggard hangmen inciting undue adversarial conflict. We deepen into the trenches of genuine fear, but steer the ship from capsizing in the glowering glaciers. Arctic chill, frostbite may linger. Our wordplay lights the Olympic torch, only told in reticent whispers by the impaired gatekeepers. We will not be silent or stagnant. We open up the vestibule for a champagne toast. Let the cowards roast as the film roll unfurls, casting the victims and the predators into the crystal coated lens. Home.
Damn right, my dude. Everybody, please unmute. Show your love for Douglas at this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Douglas.
Holy
On
shit.
fire, boy. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fire, yo. Fire.
That's that fresh paint, boy. That shit dripping, man. You gotta holler at Justine next time she go to Costco to get your big box of pens because you just melting them.
That was a fiery trip. Thank you for that, Douglas. Thank you for sharing that. And you said that was new. Damn. Imagine when you sit down and like, if you decide to like sit down and work it out some more. Fucking A. Looking forward to hearing what you're able to render.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
probably
future.
gonna go back and edit it some more, maybe retool it a little bit. It's definitely not done. It's not done yet.
Right on. And legit. Right on. Thank you for that, Douglas. With that said, we got let's see, 5 more poets on this open mic for now. We expect that maybe 1 or 2 may be coming in later on. But with that said, on deck we got Nemo Soom. But stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for Baba Ngoma. Unmute and take it away when you are ready.
Hey. So I got 2 pieces of a poem and a song. This poem is by a woman a sister by the name of Laini Mataka. She's got a new book out called Return of the Kings, and the poem is called How Trump Got in Office. The music is mine. My instrument went out of tune. Ain't got time to tune it. Doop 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 doop. Scop. Scop scop doop. Skip dip 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 dip. how Trump got in office. A bunch of vaginas voted for Trump because they wanted to be groped. Embezzlers voted for him because birds of a feather emptied treasuries together. Racists voted for him because thoughts of fairness made them feel suicidal. Colored people voted for him because they longed for the days of slavery. Whites voted for him so they could get back in the saddle. Latinas voted for him because they had a sentimental fondness for dictators. Young people voted for him because their brains hadn't developed yet. Perverts voted for him because secretly they believed he might be one of them. The Klan voted for him because they knew damn well he was one of them. Corporations voted for him because some asshole gave them the rights of an individual. The Israelis voted for him because they thought they had statehood. The NRA voted for him because they know a killer when they see one. Enlisted men voted for him because Melania promised them one of her videos. And religious business zealots voted for him because the devil was busy with Monsanto and he was the most reasonable facsimile they could find. Doop 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 doop. Ba 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 boop boop bang. Boop boop bang dang. Baba dang, give me just a second. Dee 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 dee. Ba doo da dang. Yeah. Just a second. I've got to change chords on this instrument. Shit. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I knocked over instrument and stuff. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry about all that. Here we go. This is called A Conversation with Eshu. It's on my, I think about the 6th CD. They're all on CD Baby and places like that. iTunes. The name of the album is A Conversation with Eshu. This is the title cut. Going down to the crossroads. Have a little talk with Eshu. Going down to the crossroads, yeah, 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 yeah. Have a little talk with Eshu. Say things ain't looking too good, Baba me. Yeah, yeah. Tell me what I can do. Well, the first thing you can do, well, tell folk I'm not the devil. Well, the first thing you can do, well, yeah, 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 yeah. Tell folk I'm not the devil. Just so you know, the devil is the one that does the evil. But I know that's the truth, yes. That's why I sang this song. Well, I know that's the truth, yeah, 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 yeah. why I sing this song. Well, I know you're the one who determines what's right from wrong. Oh, issue bother me. How did you get such a bad name? Oh, Baba Issue, leg by Leroy. How did you get such a bad name? Well, the real devil worshippers needed somebody to blame. Oh, Papa Legba, Leroy, tell me now, what's your occupation? Oh, Papa Legba, what's your occupation? Well, I stand at the crossroads, delivering your prayers from earth to heaven. Oh, Papa Legba, Leroy, I need you. You know, being down on my luck. Oh, Papa Legba, I need you now. You know, being down on my luck. Well, I hear you're the king of cowries. That's money. Please, please, bring me big bucks. Oh, Papa Legba, Leroy, Issue, tell me now, what can I bring to you? Oh, Papa Legba, Leroy, yeah. What can I bring to you? Dried fish, palm oil, and a little gin or two. Well, I went down to the crossroads, yeah. Have a little talk with Issue. Well, I went down to the crossroads, yeah. Have a little talk with Issue. Say things ain't looking too good, no. Tell me now, what can I do?
And that was absolutely wonderful. I love the transitions of that. I felt like I was right at the crossroads with you, surrounded by all those blues. Everybody, I'm Mike, and give some love for Bubba Noma for that incredible piece right there.
You are a spellcaster, sir.
Wow. It's phenomenal.
Bro, that first piece too, you had me dying laughing on some of them lines in there, boy.
You are a wizard.
Papa Legba and Issue.
Just
A phenomenon.
Absolutely. Well, moving along on deck, we have Marianne Tuff, but up next, we have the one and only Nemo Sum. Nemo, whenever you are ready, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to start tonight. It's been a while since I've been here. I'm going to start tonight with a cover from one of my favorite artists, Tom Waits.
Oh, yeah.
This is What's He Building? What's he building in there? What the hell is he building in there? He has subscriptions to those magazines. He never waves when he goes by. He's hiding something from the rest of us. He's all to himself. I think I know why. He took down the tire swing from the pepper tree. He has no children of his own, you see. He has no dog, and he has no friends, and his lawn is dying. And what about all those packages he sends? What's he building in there with that hook light on the stairs? What's he building in there? I'll tell you one thing. He's not building a playhouse for the children. What's he building in there? Now, what's that sound from under the door? He's pounding nails into a hardwood floor, and I swear to God, I heard someone moaning low. And I keep seeing the blue light of a TV show. He has a router and a table saw, and you won't believe what Mr. Stitcher saw. There's poison underneath the sink, of course, but there's also enough formaldehyde to choke a horse. What's he building in there? What the hell is he building in there? I heard he has an ex-wife in some place called Mayor's Income, Tennessee. And he used to have a consulting business in Indonesia. And what is he building in there? What the hell is he building in there? He has no friends, but he gets a lot of mail. I'll bet he spent a little time in jail. I heard he was up on the roof last night, signaling with a flashlight. And what's that tune he's always whistling? What's he building in there? What's he building in there? We have a right to know. And this is a short piece that I am currently working on. I abuse green tea. Though this may come as a shock, I always need something hot in my mouth, and the roundness of the mug feels good in my clutch. I've had 3 pots already, and my insides are inundated with antioxidants. I will be up all night pissing. I abuse spinach, bathe it in butter, layered with noodles and soft Italian cheeses, stuffed in quiches, featured in dips and wrapped in phyllo. Antioxidants abound. I abuse this temple. Ham hocks hanging between barrels of bourbon, gummy bears, jelly beans, and licorice sticks to give me heft. Hard candy, popcorn, toffee, and sticky things to break my teeth. Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful, Nemo. It's always a pleasure listening to you. You are an amazing poet, and I'm honored to listen to you every single time. Everybody unmute and show Nemo some very welcome love for those pieces.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh yeah, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Up next, on deck, we have Justine, but up next we have Marianne Teff. Whenever you are ready, please take it away.
Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Dre. Nice to see you this evening, co-host and poet friends everywhere. I'd like to cover a piece that I read online this morning by our poet sis in the UK, Red Medusa. It's called Stars. I wonder if the stars in the sky over your mother's village shine as brightly as the ones she placed into your eyes. Can their melodies be heard in the still of the night beneath whispered birds' song and the buzz of the cricket's call? Are their tones as beautiful as the bliss I hear upon your breath in the morning? Tell your mother that one day I will visit her village so I can set my eyes upon the sky that she plucked you from. Thank you, Red Medusa, for that one. I'm so happy to share it this evening. And I would like to also share a poem that my sister found. It was published by Sweetie Cat Press a couple of years ago, and it's based on a true story from my family's Christmases. It's called Inviolate. In my mother's house, everyone knew the Christmas rules. Angel atop the tree, Polish way, she said. Baked ham with pineapple rings tessellated with maraschinos. After all, we'd already had turkey for Thanksgiving, and we wouldn't dare to run afoul of this gastronomic convention for at least another 4 decades. And a plastic sandwich bag wrapped around one of those old filament light bulbs, painted black and flecked with silver glitter, jollied up by a preschool Picasso, with a twist of yellow pipe cleaner by which it clung insouciantly to every holiday spruce from the time my sister the artist was 4.
Oh, you just unmute. You just muted yourself.
Sorry.
After your sister was 4. From there.
11 months a year, that ornament errant still lives in a corner of my kitchen cupboard, beside the clay ashtray dabbed with mud-brown shoe polish that delighted our mother on an earlier Christmas morning, a gift from her elder Vermeer. Now my daughter transfers it tenderly to her own tree each December and knows that her gummy is smiling. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Marianne. That first poem, I love that line, stars bright as the shine as I instilled in your eyes.
Yes,
I mean,
it's
that
beautiful,
is
beautiful. I loved it
amazing.
too. I really had to share it today. That's the
Yeah,
reason why I came tonight.
thank you so much for sharing that. Both those poems were absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Everybody on mute and please give some love to Marianne Teff for that beautiful, beautiful experience she just sent us through.
Beautiful.
Woo!
Beautiful and beautiful
Yeah.
read. Yeah, Marianne.
Always a pleasure. Happy
On deck,
holidays.
on deck next we have Frog Corpse, but up next we have Justine. Justine, take it away when you're ready.
All right, I think I have 2. I will start with the newer one. This is like a work in progress though. It is called The Solstice Whisper. Beneath the waning winter's breath, where shadows dance with whispered breath, I wait, a flame within the frost, for him whose soul is tempest tossed, a specter cloaked in sable guise, with storms that rage behind his eyes, unseen yet felt in every bone, a lover carved from night alone. Oh, come to me on solstice eve, when winter's heart begins to heave. and stars grow drunk on twilight's wine, to claim this yearning soul as thine. Your touch, though dark, would brand me whole and bind the fragments of my soul. Your lips, a hymn, sorry, that's my cat. Your lips, a hymn, both soft and dear, would set my blood and thoughts afear. Trace the hollow of my throat with whispers sweet as poison's note. Let trembling hands explore the veil where innocence and ache prevail. Undo the binds of earthly care with fingers steeped in midnight stare. Oh, linger close, your breath, a flame, ignites the embers of my name. What spell have you cast on my heart tonight to crave the press of your shadowed might? A beast you are, with hunger deep, yet in your snare I long to keep. Your eyes, they drink, devour, invade, a promise of rapture and ruin made. The brush of your lips, a fevered tease, unveils the madness that seeks to seize. Draw forth my sighs with cruel intent. Let pleasure mix with punishment. Lay bare your secrets in my ear and drown me in your wanton sphere. Undo me slow, each thread a plea to fold my world in your decree. For in your hands my reason fades, a willing captive, unafraid. Take me to realms where lust resides, and time dissolves, and space divides, where passion burns a wicked rite, beneath the shroud of solstice night. Pull me down where shadows grow, teach me depths I've yet to know, for I am yours, a vessel, a flame, to quench your hunger, to stake your claim. When dawn arrives with brazen glare, and winter moans her frosty prayer, I'll beg the sun to turn away, to lead me with my shadowed stray. For in your arms I've found the bliss of ruin wrapped within a kiss. No mortal love could dare compare to the tempest wild we've kindled there. Poem. I guess I could do one more. This is also kind of a work in progress. This one's Whisper in the Velvet Dark. He entered my world like a dying breath, a herald of hunger, of life, of death. His presence struck where reasons fade, a symphony played in moonlit shades. His eyes burned low, a smoldering flame. They saw me, my fear, my shame, my name. Yet I did not turn or run, for in his darkness I found the sun. The weight of his touch unraveled my core, each caress a plea, a demand for more. His hands were cold, yet they lit a fire, awakening depths I dared not desire. The room dissolved in velvet and red, a shrine for the living, yet a crypt for the dead. The silk sighed secrets, the shadows wept, as beneath his gaze my boundaries crept. When his lips claimed mine, I forgot my skin, each kiss a tempest wild within. I trembled, raw, both prey and muse, helpless to the spell he'd choose. He left no part of me uncharted, every fear, every wish, gently parted. His voice, like dusk, held joy and despair, a promise of ruin, tender care. I felt his teeth, sharp truths unsaid, an unholy prayer that left me fed. The pain, the bliss, a razor's dance, a tangle of fate, a fevered trance. And yet, as I yielded, something grew, not just a flame, but something new. In his shadow, I saw my light, and in his darkness, my appetite. I, the fragile, the trembling, the small, now find my voice in his shadowed thrall. With every breath, I sank and soared, a willing captive, yet I adored. Now, when the midnight air grows thick, I remember the taste of his magic, quick. Not love, not hate, but something more, a burning tether I can't ignore. Though I am his, I have found my place, a creature reborn in his dark embrace. And still, his whispers stir my veins, a haunting pleasure, a sweetened pain. Poem.
Wow. There were so many great lines in both those pieces. You are a phenomenal writer. So heartfelt, emotional, and beautiful.
Thank you.
Um, thank, thank you for being you and sharing your words with the world. They mean so much, and you are so very special. And thank you for being you, sincerely. I mean, that was absolutely beautiful.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the space to share and practice.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody on mic and show some love for Justine. That was absolutely amazing.
That was
Way
gorgeous.
to know. Way to go.
Wow.
Entered my world a dying breath. Kicking off a poem like that. Damn. Way to hook us in like that.
Absolutely amazing. On deck, we have Mr. Dre Reyes, but coming up next, we have Frog Corpse. The floor is yours, sir. Take it away when you are ready.
Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year, he gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Stopping by the woods on a snowy evening, Robert Frost. All right. This next one is called Below Zero. As hell comes, we greet grandmother by biting frost. I greet older brothers, older hands, a leshen tonto, uller tongue at point below zero, white raven perched, stretching back on willows drawn, harrowed hands grip muddied fields by the piercing skies that the forests fall from, rum pum 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 in an arrow cloud, a thump pum pum pum, another one struck down, distant those ferried screams, cold floorboards rouse, young fragile souls who cling to the ashen poundings by an old man's child, blotted by Arctic scene, viewed in the round, descending arrowed teeth, amphoric beast, a little red will spout. The woodsmen and their screams, touted in the old writings of illusion, Muspel slither spear under Corvidae and Ursa. Ignorance kneels the fleeting, Troika cedars pool, an age of yesterday consumed in the misting, e-spiked apple mole, a yeti with the ink, making a mountain out of you, as solstice sucks the yawning void, turning red from green to blue. Near the rime of the thawing, where Heimdall holds old Hadrian line, the walls of thunder crowding, and a ladder of bodies piling. Lastly, okay, we'll do this one. Just looking for the sound of snow, but I cannot find that. So I am going to do The one I've done the other day. Old Father Frost. By the crunching of the cold, an eerie fog takes hold, shaking the tears from old dead Nicholas, buried in Finnish robes. With one eye, a lone lantern sought luminous volumes of holy light under Narnian post wrought with woe on your last sight by gnome bedside. O murderous longing which pushes pen as a stabbing kiss by crystal snow, to end thyself as a dying sun ignited angels by Yuletide goat. Take this night and icy palms told by the ghost of yore. If doom be written on the brow, then beware this boy at present the most. An elvish glow with Haddon's cola bowl, Hinka and Rockwell paint, for Columbia's growth and Marianne's soul, Nast first lied by hand with each face. With a slice by Jack's Arctic stinging jab, St. Jolly's peppermint bones turned to plum, and the bleak midwinter returning holly to cinder, as 'tis the eve stripped of wanting's robe. Oh, look, what's this?
That was absolutely amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Absolutely love your poetry. Um, it's so very deep and dark and left to interpretation. And um, I am a huge fan. I would love to link up with you sometime, for sure, and have some conversations. You are a beautiful soul, and I
Indeed.
feel every word so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
You're welcome to do that whenever you find the time. Good man.
yeah,
Thank you very much.
absolutely, absolutely. Everybody, unmute and give Frog some love here. Absolutely beautiful work.
Hell yeah,
Frog,
brother.
you brought so much. I love Robert Frost. You brought so much to that read. Thank you.
Agreed, agreed.
I'm still melting, so I'm just gonna stay here and simmer in that.
Absolutely. Um, I think we're at the end of the list right now. So let's give it up for the hostess with the dopest rhymes, the one of a kind, Mr. Dr. Dre Reyes. Everybody unmute and
Yeah,
give this
Dre.
man
Oh,
a round of
Dre!
applause for everything he does for the writing community, everything he has done for Open Minds, for Chaos Magic, and for all the other programs, and for everything he's going to be doing in the future. Dre, you are an amazing soul, and I love you very much, and I think we all feel the same way. And we can't wait to hear what you got for us tonight.
Well, jeez. Well, thank you very much, first and foremost. It's great to be sharing this evening with all y'all here tonight. Um, I got I got covered to lead off things with acts. I decided to read from Bob and Gomez. I didn't come here to tap dance right here. So with that said, I'm gonna go to page 94 and delve into his story. There are more ghosts here than in old boneyards, sufferers of the hangman's noose, or burned at the stake before New York was a city, when Wall Street really had a wall that separated slaves from the savages that brought them in chains to a growing metropolis, where no one thinks of slavery anymore. There are more ghosts here than in old boneyards. You can hear them in the wind blowing from the Hudson, where once There were docks that unloaded them like cargo, naked and freezing in the winter rain. There are more ghosts here than in old boneyards, footprints left on cobblestones, barefoot in the snow before being auctioned off like cattle, wheat, molasses, and tobacco, woven dry goods from Morocco. There are more ghosts here than in old boneyards. Africans and indentured white men accused of conspiring to fight for freedom, branded as witches, hanged in chains to decompose, some banished and transported, no historical markers to be noted, tales left out of his storybooks, stories that may never be told. Yes, my friends, there are more ghosts here than in old boneyards. And ancestral spirits rise from the ashes as the phoenix of Weeksville reincarnates, telling stories of free black men who built homes, schools, churches, banks, and burial grounds. Yes, there are more ghosts here than in old boneyards. If you listen to Oya at midnight, you might hear Biggie singing, "Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way." Peace. And again, that's from Bob and Gomez. I didn't come here to tap dance. Pages 94, 95. Thank you for that. Wanted to share that with y'all. And for my work here, honestly, I don't know which one I'm gonna share with y'all, so bear with me. I'm gonna pick a random one. Okay, let's feel a little nostalgic. I guess for them 90s kids out there, this is revisiting a younger self. There you are, grabbing hold of that mutant boomerang of a video game controller, eyes glued to the radioactive gaming screen, thumbs resting firmly on the controller stick and A button, barrel rolling and blasting away at the forces of intergalactic evil in Star Fox 64. You're freaking out in joy like the honeycomb mascot because the controller is vibrating because of a new thing called a rumble pack attachment, when all of a sudden it's 3:30. And you're not going to miss Pokemon on the living room 32-inch Panasonic. So you rapid dash your way towards the living room couch, diving with TV remote and cable box remote in hands, spinning an exact 180 degrees mid-air with flares you descend towards the lumpy comfort. As you do so, you simultaneously turn on both the TV and cable box, both with the channel already set. Nobody knows how cool of a kid you can be behind the social awkwardness. You'll have growing pains and puberty and therapy, but enough of that. You waited an entire day to watch Pokemon. This is the time of day you don't have to worry about trying to fit in. Your fourth grade class pretended to like you for one day and threw you in the dirt the very next. This is the time of day you aren't the loneliest kid in recess, playing kickball by yourself to drag. You'll later end up rounding up other rejects and shoot basketball every day in fifth grade. This is the time of day you don't think about your dad who will slip into a seemingly unbreakable depression, or about how hard your mom is working to be able to sustain the family by herself, only to witness the statue of the woman rust away. But what can you do? You're 9 years old, you have some math, science, and language arts homework, but it can wait. It can all wait. It can all wait. Just make sure you're able to fit in that healthy dosage of visual serotonin into your system and have fun as you as you turn on, tune in, and drop out with Pokemon. Peace. And there's that.
I'll unmute and give this man so much love right now. Thank
Dre,
you.
Whoop whoop.
Dre, again. Hitting them with the
Dre.
dopeness. Everybody give it up for Dre as a host for everything he's been doing for the last 6 months and for all the new things he's going to be doing. Let's bless him for this new year that, their platform just takes off and possibly even has more shows too and slam related shows. I want to see where else y'all could take this, man. Like, We're rooting for you. We love you, and just thank you so much, dude, for everything you write down and for every space you hold for every individual you know. We all love and appreciate you. I think I can say that for all of us, man. Thanks for your time, brother.
Thank you very much. I just want to reiterate that starting next year, the Slam Jam and Go for Blood will be having its own platform. We're calling it Bloodline Poetry, where we are family. And with that said, I'm going to post in the chat here the Zoom room link for those events starting next year. So I'm just gonna be taking some time to be building that platform once the new year kicks, and then in that time we're gonna be having John Michael and Catalyst host Chaos Magic, and on Friday nights we're gonna be seeing Thomas Open Minds take back the reins on Friday nights. So stay tuned for that. But I just want to just quickly say it's been truly a fun ride thus far. Um, the way I see it, we're just creating another platform for all y'all to come in and do your thing. So it's not like a weird division of sorts. We're just expanding in my eyes. So um, I hope I see all y'all there come in the new year. So big things are happening, definitely. And just want to take this time to thank everybody here tonight's joining us, people who are on earlier. Thank you for sharing space with us. And just to remind everybody in this Zoom room later on this week, we'll be having a hybrid open mic Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be sharing people from here in the Zoom room and also live at the Bookery in Manchester, New Hampshire, where I'll be conducting as host of the hybrid event. So this will be, I guess you could say, the last time I'm hosting a Friday night event under the under the open minds umbrella. So let's have fun. Let's celebrate. So with that said, that'll be the next time we'll be able to gather. And then Saturday, of course, will be the Slam Jam. We'll be having Lady Shine as our special guest coach. We'll be having a slam workshop and an open mic. So there'll be opportunity for people to share whatever they like. Or if they want to workshop, that's totally
And
cool.
actually, Dre, that's not even the last place. So, as on all major holidays, Open Minds has open room all day. So, all day Christmas, the room will be open. You know, you can
Oh,
yeah, Open Minds, open room. For New Year's as well, will be 24-hour. We do it on all major holidays. So, if you have no place to be, no one to hang out with, come hang out with me and my wife and some cool poets and share some art and music together. You know. So yeah, we'll
oh,
be
well,
here open
that's
room
new.
on Christmas all day 24. Well, as soon as I wake up and get on. So yeah, most of the day. Like 2:30. Yeah, so like 2:30, yeah, 2:30.
All
But
right,
yeah,
cool
all
beans.
day going. We love you guys. Thank
Oh,
you so much for being here. Dre, I'm so excited for for your future. John, I'm so excited for you to start doing the Chaos Magic like this. Amazing things 2025. Thank you guys so much for being us part of this like movement that we're trying to do. You know, just spreading love, creativity to the world. Stay inspired. We love you guys.
until next time, everybody, please keep writing. Please keep loving. Peace and love to y'all. Happy holidays and much love to y'all. Have a great night.